Hi, my name is Jacob Abatello. I'm 20 years old and I'm from Eugene, Oregon, and this is my story. I got my mom's boyfriend kicked me out and put me in a shelter, and I was allowed to stay there for 21 days, and I left before the 21 days and just started staying outside. And I didn't do too bad for a while, I guess, and I got into drugs. Well, I guess I'll try meth. And I did try it once for 2.5 years. I got really deep into a meth addiction and just a lot of crime and being a bad person. And I eventually just got so deep into my addiction that I'd given up on everything, and I just didn't want to live anymore. I had nothing left. I tried out the life skills program at Hosea, I think 2 years ago. I wasn't going for the class, but I was more just going for time away from the drugs and time away from that lifestyle and just dealing with the daily stress that I was dealing with. And I ended up just getting into the class and starting to do it and paying attention and trying to make changes, learning stuff from the classes, and it definitely helped out a lot. Through my addiction and going to jail and almost going to prison, Hosea just stick there with me the entire time, no matter how bad it was, because I definitely sometimes was really angry. And up until the very end, Hosea never gave up on me, no matter how bad I was, no matter how mean I was, or just how strung out I was on drugs. And I went from being homeless and addicted to methamphetamines and angry on probation and just committing crimes, just not caring what happened, to thinking about getting clean. And Hosea was there to help me along my side. And the mentor program definitely helped out a lot, because when the time came that I decided that either I was going to die or I was going to get clean, Hosea was right there. They jumped the gun to help me out and try and help me get a job, and they did get me a job, and they got me back in school. So I went back to school and I graduated high school and got my diploma, which is pretty cool, right? I started working at Imagination International about 7 months ago, a couple weeks before I ended up getting clean and actually getting clean and staying clean. And that's definitely the thing that pressed that last button to keep me clean, was I had a job and they were accepting of who I was, and that was great. They definitely made me feel good about myself, that I could I didn't have to be that stigma and stay who I was, that I could be a different person. So when I first met Jacob, I met him on the rafting trip with Hosea. I think it was last summer, and he was trying to talk to a lot of us, and I was still kind of using drugs, and I was sketched out by him, and I didn't want to talk to him, so I avoided him as much as I could. I avoided him like the plague. And when we got back from the trip, he kept sitting with me and my friends, and he would sit down and start talking, and we would clear out. We would be gone, the table would be empty, and he'd just be okay. But eventually I ended up talking to him, and I realized he's a real cool guy. He's just coming down to see what he can do to help out. And he ended up being my mentor in the life skills program, and man, he's awesome. He was on it, you still clean, you doing all these things you're supposed to do, how's work going, what do you want to do, you want to hang out, and he did all these things, and we ended up going on hikes and stuff, and 3 hours to Medford and 3 hours back just so he could get me a burger and fries at In-N-Out, because I'd never been there. And now we've been going to the gym for 3 months. At least 3 times a week for 3 months. He's been meeting up with me, and he's got devotion, and he wants to be there. The impact that Hosea has made on my life and my peers' life has been massive. I went from on the brink of suicide to changing my life around and making progress that I never thought I would again. And me and my peers, we have a chance to tell our stories, and there's just so many people out there that don't have a chance to voice how their life is going and just get that small amount of help that they need to go from rock bottom back up to, shooting up that ladder and just doing amazing and doing great again and making progress. And anything that you could do to help, it could make a large impact on someone's life, and you could save their life.